Hey there folks, it's a scorching hot day here in Nha Trang in southern Vietnam. I'm here for a couple of days, actually for work, but of course I've got some time to relax as well. And firstly, I'd like to say how shocked I am at how quiet it is here. It's unbelievably quiet. So it's mid-September 2022, and I was last here about 2.5 years ago, so before COVID, and it was packed in the daytime. This beach would be full of sunbathers. Mostly Russian, Eastern European, but as you just saw, not many people at all. So in the distance there, folks, you've got Vinpil on the island. You can get across to it over that cable car, which looks a little precarious to me. I've never tried it. Doesn't really appeal to me, but it's very popular with a lot of tourists. It's a beautiful sunny day, but very humid, about 34 degrees. Wow. So as you can see, folks, it's really quiet on the beach, and you know, in a selfish way, that's quite nice because I like the quiet, but it's not good for tourism here. It's not good for local businesses, and people are hurting for sure. A lot of places are closed, and the tourism you tend to see in Nha Trang at the moment is domestic tourism. So you get a lot of, tens of thousands even of local people coming down here or up here, depending on where you're from, on the weekends, and they kind of pack into the hotels because the hotels are really cheap at the moment. I got an amazing deal in a 4-star hotel, about $28 a night. I'll share that with you as well in this video, so you can have a look at what you can get for $28, and it's really, really, really good. So right along the beachfront here, you've got these really nice paths, open areas with like exercise equipment. I mean, it does run alongside a very busy road, but I mean, it's not too bad. You've got the beach on one side. You got some nice foliage, some nice trees, and there's no litter around. It looks nice to me. And yeah, you just don't get this in many cities in Vietnam, especially not Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, which are not very walkable at all. So this is really great and a real treat for me. So along the seafront, you've mostly got the 5-star hotels. You've got the Citadines, Novotel, Sheraton. I think there's an Intercontinental down there as well, which is very, very nice. So it's Saturday early evening now, folks, and you can see it's quite a lot busier. But mostly this is local Vietnamese people just coming out for a swim and avoiding the sun. So you got Nha Trang Sailing Club here. It's a pretty popular spot. It used to be really, really popular, absolutely rammed on the weekends. Maybe I'll check it out later. So I'm just at the Louisiana Brew House, guys. This is a cool spot. Gonna watch the sunset here, grab a beer, maybe get something to eat. So certainly a little different now this time of day. I had the beach to myself earlier when it was nice and sunny. You got a company party, I bet, over there. So at the moment, with domestic tourism, you got a lot of company parties coming up to like Nha Trang and Da Nang, and also Phan Thiet down on the south coast, because it's a lot cheaper to travel domestically. So they'll come and party for a night or two and then go back. It's very popular in Vietnam to have a company party every year where they kind of spend big on their staff, and they do it in style in Vietnam. They really do spend a lot of money, take them to a 5-star resort, and yeah, they love it. It's a good crack. It's so funny, just as I thought I had the monopoly on e-bikes in Vietnam, I come to Nha Trang and every single one of these cyclos has got an electric motor on the back and a battery pack. And looking at it, it looks like 1,000 watt to me, so it's pretty powerful, but every single one of these bikes has got an electric motor on. Cái này là xe đạp điện hả? Điện. Oh. Xe đạp điện. Trời ơi. Wow. 1,000 watts. So I'm just going to check out a Greek place, guys. I love Greek, I love Mediterranean food. I look a bit Mediterranean, but I'm really not. But I love that type of food, and it's just opened up in the last couple of days, so we're going to check this out now and see what they got to offer. So I was pretty impressed with the Greek place, Souvlaki it was called, my original name. I recommend Souvlaki, guys, if you come to Nha Trang. I paid about 120,000, so roughly $5 or so for a really big plate of food. Greek salad, feta cheese, chicken, bread. Yeah, it was really great. I recommend it. So it's been about 2.5, maybe 3 years since I've last been in Nha Trang, and I can see a subtle shift now towards more Korean, more Japanese style customers, like some of the signs now changing to Korean language, moving away from Chinese and Russian. And you know, Vietnamese people are very resilient, and you can see it here. You know, they don't complain, they just do. They adapt and they change, which is nice, and it's interesting to see. So all in all, folks, actually Nha Trang has been quite a pleasant surprise this time around. When I came here last time, 2.5, 3 years ago, it was super busy, packed with tourists, and it wasn't so nice. But I mean, maybe it's a little bit selfish of me to say that, you know, I'm enjoying it because it's quiet and, you know, there's not too many tourists around. But it's changing, it's adapting, and the demographic of the tourists is different now. You're getting more Koreans here. I noticed a lot of Japanese actually seem to be here for the weekend, for golf. A lot of golf clubs around in the hotel. But yeah, interesting times. I don't know what's going to happen with visas in Vietnam. I did do an update a couple of days ago, so take a look. But who knows? I mean, I can't predict the future in Vietnam. I don't know what's going to happen, but interesting times for sure. And I'd recommend Nha Trang, especially, you know, if you're in the Southeast Asian area, or if you're in Vietnam already. It's really worth a little trip up here because the prices are great. Hotel prices are very good at the moment, and it's quiet. So if you're looking for a quiet beach break, a nice 4 or 5 star hotel for a good price, and yeah, I definitely recommend it.